What's up, YouTube? What up, snappers? It's Fizz. I'm a real dude. Wow, that was really good. And I give raw info, and I eat a raw diet, raw primal, paleo. I eat all my food raw if I'm gonna eat it. There's no other way to eat it. um, yeah, sub to the channel. If you have any video requests, let me know. I take any. I'm recovering from veganism, if it matters, and mercury fillings, just for the heads up. But I actually just had this ribeye steak. It was actually phenomenal, and I got it at a discount because they thought it's going bad, but to me it's going good. Because it's usually like $19 for a pound, but they had it on sale for like $7.50. So I might be eating that throughout the video real quick. The point of this video, I want to talk about why people say meat is unhealthy. I actually have it written down on my phone, which I'm recording off of, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to that. But there was basically seven ways. Actually, I'm going to eat some of this. Reasons why they don't want you to be healthy, or why they say meat's unhealthy. One, they just simply don't want you to eat it. Beyond anything, there's some people who, and there's many reasons for this. I gotta get some air. Some people don't want you to eat it because of ethnic reasons, because they think it's bad for their environment. They love animals. They think it's cruel. They don't think you need to eat animals. And then some people don't want you to eat animals because they know it's good for you, but don't want you to know. So those are like the two split cut reasons. Another reason is, which all these of course are linked, they don't want you to be healthy. Yeah, and that pretty much says it all. They just don't want you to be healthy. No one ever wants to be healthy. They make business off of you by being unhealthy. That's a lucrative business. I used to think, I'm going to make a video about this separate. I used to think slavery was all about money, and it is to a point, but I realize, I've always seen a lot of things, even when I was younger, and knew a lot of things, but I come to realize it's actually about the food and the food quality that you have access to. Some might know this, some might not, but they definitely, it's, to me, I'm not going to say money is not the slavery, but it's definitely more on a higher note of the diet, because if you control the food and what people consume and the energy they put in, which is pure energy, then yeah, obviously you're gonna have some complications with that. Of course, they're controlling your food source. Anyways, that's how you control people anyway. For the most part, you cut off the food source. So that's kind of like 1 and 2. 3 would be why they say meat's unhealthy for you, and some can take this whatever way you want. You're not eating the meat raw, you're cooking it. At least you're eating meat, and you can do whatever you want. Not too many people eat it raw, but if you eat it raw, there's not even a comparison to eating it cooked. I can tell you that now. It's redundant. It's not. There's no reason to cook it. It's more absorbable, digestible. It doesn't feel like you eat anything. More nutrient dense. Feels better. I have a bunch of videos on this, but I'm not gonna go into it. I explain my experience with it and everything. So that's another reason they could say meat is bad for you. A whole nother reason would be there is factory farming and animal cruelty, so this could definitely bring about you know, animal factory farming, animal cruelty, raised inhumanely without love, not the proper diet. Then you have antibiotics, steroids, and added hormones, and just whatever, if a cow's not eating its normal diet and it's eating grains, and then, or what's in the grains, are the grains genetically modified? Are they sprayed with pesticides? What was the diet of the animal? So all those are concerns bunched into one. Why they just say it's unhealthy, or what could be a problem about it necessarily. But again, for the most part, they don't want you to be healthy. They don't want you to eat it. You should eat it raw. Like the things I just stated about being inhumane. And that's pretty much it as why they say meat's unhealthy. Again, another reason would be just the ethics of it. Just some people are so caught up in being vegan or against eating animals as a whole, whether it's cruel or not, because anything you eat has to be alive at some point for you to consume it. That is the cycle of life. All their ancestors ate a lot of raw meat, and they ate meat, period, in general. So then you'd be going against your own will at that point. And like I said, a lot of people have these ethics built into their mind, and they follow a vegan diet or some dogma as not killing animal, you're still killing plants. It doesn't matter. You have to take in life to take in, for your living body. Whether you cook something or not, you're still taking life from somewhere. It doesn't really matter. So ethnics is definitely, it's a whole mental process though, so it has actually nothing to do with reality, empathy, and all of these things. Yeah, and it's just like the whole ethnics it's pretty pointless. At a point, at time when I was vegan, did I feel what they're saying? Yeah, but at the same time, they kind of brainwashed me, and it didn't work out for me, so I'm a living proof and experience. An example I would like to talk about would be it's not really an example, but I seen a cat the other day, and not the first time I seen this. Two cats, but one found like a little mouse and was just playing. It plays with it and tortures it and plays with it and tortures it, and then it finally eats it. I'm just saying, one, obviously this cat had no empathy at all, which animals don't have empathy either. It ate the freaking little mouse. It was like a little mouse raw, whole. Yeah, and it enjoyed it and it was satisfied. It's just like the sequence of life, that life cycle that I wanted to tell you about. And obviously animals, if you always look at nature, they don't have ethnics either. So yeah, I pretty much covered all the things I wanted to cover. I think I did have it typed on my phone, but I mean, just run it through and I usually know like everything anyway. I mean, just to clear everything up, one, they don't want you to eat it for various reasons. They don't want to eat it for, first of all, or some people don't, so whether it's ethnics or something along that, they don't want to eat it. They don't want you to eat it, whether it's for health or for the environment. Animal cruelty, somewhat ethnics, how it was raised inhumanely, antibiotics, steroids, etc. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I wanted to get to, why they say meat's unhealthy or bad for you. Again, another reason, number 6, like, from what I was recapping, would be because you're not eating it raw. I guarantee you, if you eat it raw, you'll have incredible benefits, which doesn't matter how many times you tell people, it's experience, and someone actually has to do it to feel it. So a lot of people are never going to find out, though it's what a lot of people used to do, and what people still some people that you don't know about or read about, ambiguous people, and they still do it. And there's some people who do it and that haven't really lost their senses. Whether you eat anything, it should be raw anyway. Yeah, and that's it. If you'd like me discuss anything else, let me know. It's Fizz. Subscribe to my channel. I'm soon to be releasing an ebook, and hopefully maybe getting a soft cover of this book I made called Life's a Ride. It's a how-to manual. Be the best book you ever read, because I've never read any book so simple and tell you direct ways to be the healthiest person you can be. It's going to be releasing real soon. It's being revised. You can sub to the channel. If you have any video requests, let me know. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video and you eat raw meat, or you eat meat in general, or you think it's just healthy. Either way, give me a thumbs down if you're a malnourished vegan, or you're on your way to malnourishment and you'll realize later on how malnourishing it really is, or if you never had nourishment in your life. Yeah. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, other than what I said before, when you eat like cooked meat, it's just so much harder to digest. It's not even beneficial, really, as it would be when you would eat it raw. Yeah, that's it. Peace out, snappers. Thanks for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. Thank you very much.